What is up, everyone? And today we're on part 5 or 6, I believe. One of them. And it's what if Ash was born in Sinnoh? This series, the reason why I'm having this series, because I started it around when Diamond and Pearl Vanilla remastered whether that game released. I'm sorry, I'm not the best at talking. And so basically, Ash just won his 6th badge, and Paul's pretty impressed with his power on. Everything will happen in canon all the way up to Candice's gym will happen. So now we're up to Candice's gym. First thought up for her is her Rivalry versus Ash's Rielu. Rielu was able to have a pretty hard time dealing with Rivalry, so Ash needed to think of a strategy to win, and that's when it clicked. Hit for Ash to do a acrobat hit inside a ice beam, making Rielu have enough energy to hit as hard as it can into Rivalry. So to make an ice acrobat after its ice beam, so Rielu could use all of its energy to bash into her Rivalry. Alright, as Rielu needs a little rest, so Ash was switching in Infernape versus her Medicham. As Medicham was able to counter a lot of Infernape's moves, with Psychic if it tried to come close, as it's able to dodge its flamethrower, so a matter of time Infernape goes down. Next up for Ash it's his Luxray, as Luxray was easily able to take down Medicham, yes. As Abomasnow comes out with his hail, as his Luxray gets gets taken out pretty fast by Abomasnow, as Ash was sending Riolu, as Riolu was able to hit some big damage onto her Abomasnow as it even takes it out, as Flossflash was able to use its ability to use the Abomasnow's hail to its advantage, as Riolu has a hard time, as Ash will switch back into Rielu and go for a rain dance, taking away the hail. As Candice says, I'm impressed, but can you stand up to this then? As he will send a lot of ominous winds at Rielu's way, who as not even an ice acrobat can protect itself, so a matter of time Rielu goes down. Riolu comes back in, as Ash is a bit nervous after it being warned out, and as it seen what happened to Rielu, then Ash knows what Frostlass can do, as Riolu was going for a fire punch, as that was able to take it out. Ash needs to go to Lake Acuity, I think that's what's it called. So, Ash arrives there, as he needs to take down Mars, because basically she hasn't finished everything off yet. So Ash decides to take her out. It's when he meets Barry, as Ash can't have no time to talk, because Ash needs to face her Purugly here since Barry lost to it pretty badly. As Ash was sending Riolu, as Purugly, he was able to go for a slash pretty early on and to put Riolu to the floor, as it was able to go for a stomp, able to counteract Riolu's power-up punch. And as Riolu, who has to take another slash, as it's able to hit off a power-up punch at the side of its face, but that doesn't let Riolu free. As it goes for another slash, able to put down Riolu, as all seems lost for Riolu, it finds a new source of power inside of him, 100%. Okay, I know that was pretty stupid. But Riolu was able to get back up and hit it with a power punch, able to do a lot more damage. Ash will call for a aura sphere as his Mads was able to command a Zen headbutt, as Zen headbutt was able to break through aura sphere as it able to hit Riolu. As all seems bad for Riolu, it goes for another power punch to finish off. As Paul's pretty impressed by seeing it, Barry's able to catch up with Ash, as they don't want to have a battle, as they want to see what they two can do in the league. Alright, now Paul asked for a one-on-one battle, because he's been doing some hard training. As Ash will agree, it's ninjas versus Rampardos. As Rampardos was able to land the Iron Tail pretty early on. And as Six turns in, all what Ninjas is doing is agility. As it looks like Rampardos was able to grab a win, and as Ninjas was able to dodge its hyper beam and land off some pretty as it's able to land off a pretty hard hit with X as able to take down Rampardos. As Ash goes and heals his Pokemon, and as this will not be the best editing right here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but now Ash versus Paul, a full 6-on-6 battle. As first up for Paul, it is Weavile, who as Ash was sending Rampardos, as Rampardos was able to take it out pretty easily, as Ninjas will come out, as Ash knows was this thing, as he can't let it prepare its move, as in its agilities. So Ash sends in his pretty speedy Pokemon Luxray, as these two go at it. As at the end, Luxray goes down. Next up is his Rampardos, as Rampardos also gets taken out. Goodbye comes out, who as it's able to take down Ninjas, as Paul would say, I have a special Pokemon waiting for you in the league, Ash. So he sends out Ursaring. I don't want to really say what Paul's plan is, but you'll see once in the next episode. As Ursaring comes out, as Goodbye was able to take it out, as Torterra was able to come out, as it's a double knockout. As Mamorta comes out, as Mamorta was able to take down Weasel, as Riolu comes out and able to finish off Mamorta, as Paul's Electivire comes out, as once it takes down Riolu, it looks like a surge of energy surrounding him, but Ash doesn't really take notice, as Infernape comes out, as its Blaze activates. It says also Paul, whose Electivire was able to take it out once it's able to grab onto it and really saw its energy powered up into Infernape. Ash has been unmotivated, but he thinks he can get back his motivation by beating Volkner, since he's given out 3 badges. How he gets Volkner to battle him happens in canon. So now we're up to her Ash versus Volkner. As Ash will lead out with his Goodbye, Volkner was able to lead out with his Jolteon, as Jolteon was able to push back Goodbye to its limit, as it evolves into Garchomp, able to go for a Dragon Claw, able to finish off Jolteon, and as Electivire comes out and easily takes down Garchomp in one Ice Punch, and as Riolu has a hard time as Luxray comes out and able to take down Electivire as Luxray comes out, who as Ash as it's a Luxray versus Luxray battle, as since Ash's Luxray's tired from dealing with Electivire, his Luxray goes down as Riolu comes out. After a hard battle, Ash wins.